The cashier's hand tightened around my wrist. "Your wife was here earlier," she whispered. "Bought rope, bleach, tarps, and a shovel. Paid cash. Said you two were going camping." "Camping? We don't camp." Her eyes darted nervously toward the exit, as if she regretted speaking. My pulse thudded in my ears. I thanked her, though my voice was cracked glass. I drove home fast, too fast, thoughts pounding harder than the tires. When I pulled into the driveway, she was at the trunk, smiling, loading bags. "Honey, get in the car," she said, cheerful, rehearsed. "We're taking a trip." That's when I noticed the tarp folded perfectly in the back. The bleach bottles, the rope, and the shovel. I stood frozen on the threshold of my own life. She had an explanation ready. I could see it forming behind her smile. But explanations don't erase shovels. "Where are we going?" I asked, my voice even. "Somewhere quiet," she said. Her eyes lingered on me, searching. Not with love, with calculation. That night I didn't sleep. I lay beside her, watching her breathe, wondering how many times she had imagined me gone, dead, buried. She shifted in her sleep, murmured another name. Not mine. A single syllable whispered with tenderness. A lover, a conspirator, a shadow in the corner of our marriage. The betrayal wasn't just her body, her heart. It was her intent. She wasn't leaving me. She was planning to erase me. I told myself I needed proof, hard evidence, not suspicion, not paranoia, proof sharp enough to cut her mask to pieces. So I started watching, quietly. Her patterns betrayed her. They always do. I tracked her phone when she thought I was asleep. Hidden apps, secret accounts, a second number she thought I'd never find. Receipts for storage units under a false name. Units large enough for supplies, large enough for bodies. I followed her once. She didn't see me. She met him, a man I had never seen before. They didn't kiss. They didn't need to. The way they looked at each other was enough. In the dim lot, he handed her an envelope, thick. She tucked it into her bag and walked away like nothing had happened. Back home, she cooked dinner, humming softly, as if she hadn't just signed my death sentence in a parking lot. I said nothing. My face stayed calm, my voice steady. But inside, the rage was quiet fire. Every lie she told, every step she took, every breath she wasted on another man, it brought me closer. Not to her, to the truth. The storage unit was colder than I expected. The lock clicked open too easily. Inside, tarps, bleach, more rope, plastic bins stacked neatly, and a folder labeled with my name. Photos, my bank records, my schedule, my medical history. Every detail of my life cataloged like evidence. Plans to disappear me without a trace. And tucked at the bottom, texts printed out. Messages between her and him. They spoke of my life like it was inventory. They spoke of my death like it was inevitable. I didn't feel shock, not even pain, just clarity. I gathered everything, filed it neatly, prepared it carefully. When the truth was undeniable, I finally set the stage. At dinner, I placed the folder on the table. Nothing else. She laughed nervously. "What's that?" Her laughter died when she saw her own handwriting, her own texts. She opened the folder, her face drained of color. She whispered my name, pleading, broken. I stayed calm. "You wanted me gone," I said softly. "You wanted me erased." Tears streamed down her face. Her mouth moved, searching for excuses, for lies, but the silence between us swallowed them whole. "I filed for divorce this morning," I continued, "with these documents as evidence." Her hands trembled. "Please, I can explain." I stood, collected, final. "No, you can't." I left her there, surrounded by her own blueprints for my disappearance. The house was no longer ours, the life no longer mine. She had dug a grave for me. She had written me out of my own story. But I had turned the page. There was no anger left, no sadness, no pity, only clarity. She thought she had buried me, but in the end, I buried her.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.